Hello, welcome back. For any returning subscribers, for any new ones, thank you for checking out my channel. I hope that you will join my channel, subscribe, like. Thank you for being here. I wanted to bring you a different video on masks. Yes, on masks. As you can see here, I have some supplies. I have some pipe wires right now that I'm looking at. Just going through a few things that I use right now. I'm just kind of showing you some things that I have used recently if you wanted to make your own masks. Not too difficult. You can hand sew these. I inherited a sewing machine from my mom. I am by all means not an expert, but I just took the time to get a few supplies. These are 12 by 12 squares, cotton squares, that I have made for males and females, young and old. And some are double-sided. That's why I was showing you. Some are not. Here are my fabric scissors. I feel like you need to have craft scissors, fabric scissors. You need a rotary cutter. Just if you have one pair of scissors, that's fine. I happen to have both. I ordered these from Amazon. Very inexpensive. They come with a mat. You'll see that in a next view. And also, this is a little filter that I received from 3M that I ordered from Amazon, and I put those in my mask. Yes, it's a filter. These are templates that I use over and over. They're small, medium, and large. And I just put those on the 12 by 12 squares, and that's my template that I use. So I'm going to show you what I do. It's not difficult, like I mentioned. There's some material. I just picked out a few different pieces of material that I liked and a few that I've made for others that I've chosen for them. And again, for the inside, you want to have a darker color or something that you know, just in case, because it's closer to the face, and the outside would be a different material. And here's the mat that I purchased from Amazon that came with the rotary blade. As you can see, it's an A3 mat. And to get started, here we go. So this is, I believe this is the medium size. So I used the template to cut out the pieces. You would invert so that you would have two inside and two external, two of the outside pieces. Here's another piece of material. I'm going to speed this up because pretty explanatory, as how I mentioned. It's these are chicken pieces. Someone loves chickens. So I used the material that I had just to cut out 4 pieces, and I got this going. This was a little different because I had to make sure I matched up the chicken so that they weren't upside down. So you'll see me kind of piecing those together. But yeah, I thought this was a little fun piece, so I wanted to kind of keep this in, but speed it up for you. You can see how I'm piecing those together. But as I pieced these up and got these moving along, you'll see now after I sewed them up, you put the 2 outside pieces together, the 2 inside pieces together, stitch them up. Doesn't have to be perfect because, again, you're stitching them up you'll see how it's the lined up together. And again, you're going to turn them inside out after they're stitched up together. Then you clip them, as I'm doing that here. And as I'm saying, when I watched a YouTube video of someone doing this, and as they were explaining it to me, honestly, I was like, what? When you're watching it, sometimes it's easier to pause and see what they're doing. So if you need any type of explanation, please add a comment below. I'd be happy to explain. But sometimes it's easier just to watch what they're doing. And putting an explanation below. But you'll see me clipping these together because, again, where the clips are is where the stitches are going to go, because you're going to stitch along the edges. and not the outside edges where the elastic is going. You're going to leave those open because you need to actually reach in and turn it inside out. So as you can see, along the top and along the bottom is just going to be one zip, quick stitch, and that's it. And again, it's the two inside pieces. So once you turn this out, inside out, those are going to be the pieces that are facing out. So these are the inside seams that you're looking at right now. So these are all the pieces right now that I have clipped together. And I'm going to take those to my machine and sew those up. And as I got these clipped together, I'm actually doing several pieces together, but the video will not show all of the many different masks that I'm doing because while I was sitting here, I tried to get them all together. But you'll see me now trying to work through getting the bendable wires or pipe wires together and the filters. And again, I found this on YouTube because the filters are 3M filters that we would use in our house to block out dust, different things that would come into the house. They last long. And so many have said that this is good. And really, I was watching on YouTube and different materials and reading, if you can blow in and out of your mask, then it's not a good filtered mask. But if you cannot blow in and out, then they say that it's a good filtered mask. So with these filters and with them being a good grade for a 3M filter for your house, I feel like it's good. And again, this is not something that I am saying I'm going to sell to, Amazon or a store, but I feel like it's a good use for us to use around running to the store and using for right now. So it's just something for us to have, and it's a good craft project, and I enjoyed making them. So you can see I shaped them up so that it has the shape of the regular mask, just to get it so that once I stitch the lining of the masks, it'll form the shape of the mask as well. And I apologize if none of this is making any sense, but like I said, after you watch this and maybe try to make it yourself, it'll make a lot more sense. And you can see how it's forming now and it's taking shape once you add that wire in. And the wire is just going to help you pinch around the nose so that it can close easier. And look at my look at this. This is a project that needs to be done, as you can see. Oh my goodness. That project is coming in place. Now, when this was shipped to me from where I ordered this, it was a mess in the box. I did complain about it. They did provide a credit to me, a refund, but I do need to work through that and manage and get this reorganized. But for now, I just keep pulling pieces off, cutting it, and it's not like it's damaged. I just need to work on that project and get this elastic organized some type of way on that. I think it was smushed in the box, in the shipping box, but again, the elastic wasn't damaged, so I'm still using it. So as you can see, I pretty much do let's say about 6 to 8 inches per mask, and I can take them and then clip them in half to get 2 pieces for each mask. And you'll see I'm kind of measuring those up, and I'll have those for masks. And I will tell you, I reinforced those with the sewing machine. That probably is the most intense piece of this project. I will take a dab of fabric glue and put on the ends as well. And now you can see where I took this to my machine and I put ran a stitch to enforce the filter. And you can see how this is taking shape. And now what I do is just take it and turn it inside out. Now you can see where the clips went along the top and the bottom edges. And when you turn this inside out, look at that. You are forming a mask, and that really is the delight of this. You can see how it just took shape. You have your edges where you're going to put your elastic for both sides, but you can see the inside now, how I formed the darker, and the outside, that's going to be the decorative outside edge. Um, and this is for male. This was the color that he chose. So here we have it. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's not the perfect shape. This again is your homemade crafty design. Here's the one that I made that had the chicken design. This one has that wire in, and I wanted to show you how when you bend it and form it, you can see how it keeps that shape. And again, that's where you're going to be pinching on the nose. I just wanted you to see that when you pinch, that's where it takes the shape and it keeps that shape along the nose. And that's why we do put the wire. And it's up to you. You may not want that wire in there, but I know it just kind of helps to keep it, the closure along the base of your nose in there. And so there we go. Here are a couple of that I made. Here are a few more that I need to make. And again, the supplies. These are a few more patterns and a couple more that I need to make. There's the elastic that were actually included and sewn to the masks. My patterns there, my rotary cutter, a few that have the wires in there, and I'm very pleased. This was very fun. I enjoyed this. It was relaxing, nice gifts to give. It was just really enjoyable. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope that you get a chance to try and do this. Stop by Joannes, or maybe you have some pieces of, old material or some clothing or, some shirts or something that you want to cut 12 by 12 that you want to make into masks, or, cotton, 100% cotton things that you want to make. Try it out. It doesn't hurt to just have a pattern. If you need the patterns, let me know. Send me a message or leave me a message below. But I hope you have fun with it. Be safe, be well, enjoy. And thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks again. And everyone take care. Bye-bye.